What's up all my kaijus out there? This is Nick, the Famicom Raider, and today I was supposed to bring you a daily retro with the theme of X-Men vs. Street Fighter, since it is the launch of Street Fighter 5. But I can't do that. I just can't do it because I don't support Street Fighter 5 at all. Konami has pissed me off over the past couple of months, and I just said fuck it, I'm not going to get it. Hacker Ray channel is not going to be playing it because they did the ultimate sin because of the Street Fighter 5 fiasco a while back, where they edited the character and they edited the character's moveset because she squashed people's heads in between your butts. Yeah, because they edited that shit, they listened to the feminists in America. Dead or Alive Extreme 3 was cancelled for America and Europe. It's only coming out in Asia, which thank God, I'm in Asia. I can pick it up easy, go down to the store, got it. But it's a fact that these companies are caving into this crazy feminist movement and these freaking, what is it called? Let me think of the word. Political correctness. Have you seen that South Park episode? Yeah, that's the way the world is. Everything's too politically correct nowadays that it's making people suffer. Like, this is making us suffer. Now, I don't know about you guys. I like Ghibli boobies. I like seeing scantily clad women in video games. It's a video game. It's a fantasy fiction. If you were to make a movie like Dead or Alive the movie, y'all seen that one? Sucker Punch? Stuff like that? Scantily clad women, stuff like that? They get an uproar about that, but nobody cares. They still make the movie, right? We put a rating on it, and it's out there. But what's the thing with video games? Video games have a rating. We don't have to censor it anymore. It has a rating. If you don't want your kids to play it, don't fucking buy it for them. That is the question and the answers that people need to know. If you want to let your kids play games, you have to see what they're playing. You have to buy the game for them. If it's an M-rated game, don't fucking buy it. Or if you want them to play it, buy it. If their little aunt, Sue, or whatever gets pissed off because, hey, your son's playing a video game with violence or scantily clad women, oh my god. Well, guess what? Aunt Cleotis, or whatever her name is, can just suck it up. It's not her kid. If she don't like it, she can leave. Get the fuck out. The thing is, I'm tired of these people censoring stuff. I thought we were past this. Man, this is like the early era of Nintendo right now we're going through. Where they wouldn't even release games to America because they already knew, you know, it wouldn't be accepted here. Or they would have to censor games before they came here, and that just becomes too much of a hassle. If all these If all these companies are having to censor games before we get them, guess what? They're gonna stop making them for us. Okay? America, you need to wake up. And you gamers of the world, y'all need to wake up too. Okay? Because this is the future of gaming right now. Right? Look at how many games are being canceled now and are Japan only, Asia only, some are Europe only for violence, stuff like that. But America, we're the biggest pansies when it comes to video game content because of the fact that so many people freaking complain. They cry and we give in. We're like, oh, okay, we should feel bad because there's like half-naked women in this game, or there's violence or whatever. No, we shouldn't. They should feel bad for fucking imposing their views on us. If I was president, that's the way I would run it. As long as you didn't impose your view on somebody else, it's good. It's good, right? You have the right to do it or not. But if I force you to do it, that's wrong. So, that's the thing. You don't have to buy these games. You can if you want to. But you shouldn't be censoring the creators. Because then they're going to stop making games like this for us. And everybody else is going to get it. And it's going to be another NES, Super NES, Famicom, Super Famicom, where Super Famicom has like freaking 1,300 games. And the US Famicom only has like 1,000 or 800. Just like the NES and all that stuff. There's so many more games made in Japan that don't make it to America. And a lot of them are awesome games. And whether or not it's the translation factor or the fact that they don't think it'll sell here because of whatever. Look at Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse never released here. The ultra-violent game, it came out in Japan and Europe. It was a PAL version. But it never came out in the US because they were afraid of violence. The same with the Mortal Kombat Blood Code for the Sega Genesis, and No Blood in the NES. So, you guys, tell me. Okay, hang on, before you tell me in the comments, I know, Mortal Kombat came out on Super Nintendo, I just said NES for Nintendo, okay? I'm not saying it came out on the 8-bit. Alright, now continuing on. There's so much hand movement here, I'm just like worked up. So, this was supposed to be a retro daily where I play X-Men vs. Street Fighter, because it has to be one of my favorite Street Fighter games, but I'm just so pissed off right now and unsupportive of this, not to mention the fact that it's packed full of prepaid shit. DLC, you only get 12 characters, 35 characters, but if you want these other 6 you have to buy the season pass. Fuck you, it should have been in the game to begin with. I liked the DLC back in the beginning when it was what it was. They made a full game, they released it, and then if you wanted to continue on the story a little bit further and do stuff that they created after they finished the game, then yeah, you could buy this DLC pack and there you go. You can keep on going, prolong the life of your game. But now, we'll make 80% the game and then we'll release the 30% left as DLC. Just like Battlefront. That's why I didn't get Battlefront, but that's another subject. So, yeah, Hacker Raid channel, Famicom Raider channel do not support Street Fighter 5. Will not support it unless we get the original Japanese version. Because yes, there is a Japanese version and an American version, and ours is the censored one, and theirs is the uncensored one. It's minor stuff, but it's affecting other games, and that's why Konami needs to step up, be men, stop being little bitches and scared of American, feminist movement, and just like be Japanese men. Asian men are more dominant here. There's more male dominance in this region where I'm at right now, not where you are. But these guys need to step up, take the tampon out, and be men. If people don't like it, they need to offend people. Fuck political correctness. Let's offend some people. Alright guys, that's my rant for today. That's why Famicom Raider and the Hack Raid channel will not support Street Fighter 5. Okay? That's it. That's all I got. Sorry, there is no retro daily for what's yesterday now. Okay, yeah, for the 16th there's no retro daily. The 17th, which is today, got one coming for you guys. Stay tuned. That's it, Kaijus. That's all I got. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh hey, what's up guys? Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed that video I just made. It really is my heart and soul in that thing because I'm real passionate about video games and I hate when they get censored by the media and stuff like that. It really pisses me off. And when these companies cave in, that really pisses me off too because growing up, I had the Sega Saturn that had a little toggle switch on the side. And so, like, up would be you could play American games, down you could play imports. I remember it like really well because me and my friend used to live on my grandmother's porch. They had like a bed on the outside porch since we're in Texas. It's never really cold, so there was a bed out there and chairs, TV, stuff like that. So we used to live out there. It was a screened-in porch, really cool. But yeah, we lived out there for like a couple weeks and we just play Sega Saturn because at the time I traded in my PS1 and all my PS1 games and I picked up that Saturn. It had to be like one of the best moves I ever made was picking up that Saturn because I played so many great games. Like the dude at the store, they had a whole bunch of import Saturn games that they weren't pushing and one of them happened to be X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I have to say, like, I played all the other fighting games. I remember going to my cousin's house and playing Street Fighter 2 when it first launched, you know, and the feeling like that. I never had it because I was a Sega guy. I had a Genesis and stuff like that growing up. I never had the Super Nintendo until I got to adulthood. But I did have the, you know, I had an Atari, NS, yeah, Atari. I had an NES, Sega Genesis. I had the 32X attachment. Yeah, I was one of those guys. I bought it. Had Star Wars for it and some other stuff. And then I got the Saturn, and that's what really got me into the love of these fighting games like this. And there were so many great fighting games that came out in Japan that didn't come out to the US, like V and stuff like that. If you don't know what V is, you can check out my viewer drops. One of my viewers sent me a copy for the Super Famicom. It's in there. It's a really good fighting game. It uses a female cast, so it's cool. It's like chicks fighting chicks, and they're all like anime style. Some of them have little sexy outfits and stuff, and stuff like that. I really love that stuff. Japanese games were always the better, because Japan got all the good RPGs. There was a lot of stuff, a lot of RPGs, fighting games, and stuff that didn't come out in America. So, yeah, really love that stuff, and stuff like this makes me so mad because it's happening all over again. It was at the point where we were getting everything that Japan was getting, you know, like with the Kiba strip and stuff like that. We were getting all the stuff Japan was getting, and now that might change again. Because look at Extreme 3 and censorship of Street Fighter 5, and it just made me so mad, guys. I just had to rant. But anyways, like I said, all these Japanese great games in the past, and we can't play them now unless you know Japanese and stuff like that. But yes, you can. Okay. If you go to my Lost Classics videos, there's a link to the website. There's a way you can get fan translated games, repro games. Also, you can get games that were never released, like Star Fox 2.
Round 2.
Yeah, that's right. They have the original like demo ROM that was completed but never released, and they're making cards for it. Now these are all cards, guys. It's like solid cards. It's not they'll send you a ROM on a disc or something like that. No, they're sending you an actual card you can keep in your collection, and it's boxed and everything. Anyways, guys, just wanted to finish off this video with that. And I want to say I thank all my retro fans out there. I thank all of my other retro YouTubers out there. Thanks for all the hard work you guys do, and keep it up. Hope to see you guys very soon. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Round 1, fight! Shoryuken, shoulder force! Hadouken, shoulder force! Hadouken! Ha! Ha! Ea! Hadouken! Ha! Ha! Justice Fist! Ea! Justice Fist! Justice Fist! Shoryuken! 何も言うな。お前の拳が語っている。Round 2, fight! 真空波動拳! Hadouken!